It's game time at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, which is filling up very, very rapidly. Good afternoon, everybody. We have an atmosphere in this ground which is very special. Very, very special. If you've just joined us, India have won the toss. They've decided to bat first because they don't quite know how many runs are going to be in this pitch. It's a funny looking pitch. We'll maybe get a look at it a little bit closer later on. If you didn't see Mike Haseman do a pitch report at the top of the program, H.G. Ackerman, who was at the top of the program with Pomman Bangwa, is working hard tonight. He's still here for the next 5 overs or so. Good afternoon, H.G.
Afternoon, Robin. Good afternoon, everyone around the world. It is an occasion, an incredible one. Happy to be here to celebrate it with all of you. South Africa are taking to the field first. We had a look at the pitch a little earlier. There's the man they're celebrating, Makai Ntini. Will he get the new ball? The two teams, South Africa, Morne van Wyk at the top of the order now. He's replacing Graham Smith. JP Duminy, the left-hander, he comes back into the one-day setup. Colin Ingram and David Miller, the two exciting left-handed middle-order batsmen. Rusty Tarrant, well, he bowls brilliantly at the death. And Makai Ntini, well, we can't wait to see if he has a big night.
What will be fascinating as we look through that Indian setup there, which is it's, you know, they've got players of real class throughout India now, and as a product, if you like, of the IPL, which is run now for 3 years. And they got some guys who can really play this shortest version of the game. Unless, of course, one day we get to a 10-over game, but I don't think that's likely to happen in the very near future. Virat Kohli, he's don't take too much notice of that. I've seen him in the IPL, and he can be very nasty indeed when it comes to you bowling to him and him batting. Got immense talent. I think what everyone's going to be looking for initially is just what sort of bounce there is in this pitch. The reports from the practice match, which was a few weeks ago now, so to be fair to all the ground staff that have worked so hard. Murali Vijay, who we saw play during the Test series. He played in the second Test match as a replacement to Gautam Gambhir, who had a hand injury and then sat out in Cape Town when Gambhir came back into the side. But the bounce of the pitch is going to be something that everybody's going to be looking at quite closely. Wayne Parnell will bowl the first ball of this rather special cricket match. Swing for him and an appeal.
Well, this is what Wayne Parnell can do with a new ball. He can swing it into the right-hander. He also has the ability to take it across him. But the shot was an ambitious one. Missing leg stump by quite some way. Marais Erasmus. South Africa, he's just returned from Australia, part of the Ashes series. And Brian Gerling.
AB de Villiers, of course, keeping wicket now. Short version of the game, and will no doubt be named the wicket-keeper for the World Cup. It starts in the middle of February.
Well, he has the bounce that everyone's been waiting for. Not very much. Just misses the inside edge as well as the off stump. So this will suit the Indian batsmen. They'll be able to get forward, play with conviction.
I'm talking about the bounce, about halfway up the stump. outside edge. And I don't even know that it carried to de Villiers. Maybe he's a little far back at the moment.
Well, it's always going to be a problem for AB de Villiers and his slip cordon, which is just one, is how close do I come? He finds the outside edge, does Wayne Parnell. I think it does carry, but they spread the first slip and the wicketkeeper goes between them. India have a boundary.
That'll be a wide. Away, there'll be 4. It's very short square, just 55 metres.
So risky, really was risky. Parnell, not a lot of swing, but he strays onto the leg stump. Watch this hit the middle of the bat. Beautiful stroke.
Will be just the one down to third man. 11 without loss. So far so good. The pitch not looking as if it's got huge carry, huge bounce, but the ball's still new. It'll be interesting to see just how it pans out when the ball gets a little bit older. Rest of the Indian lineup there: Rohit Sharma, Yuvraj Singh, Pathan, Raina, Dhoni. It's a powerhouse batting lineup.
It is the $2 million man, Pathan, just been bought now at the IPL. So the boys are making some cash as they go along in this game as well. Here he is, Mackay and Teeny, been entrusted with a new ball. Wonderful for him.
He's got a fairly split field here. He's got a square leg back on the boundary, fine leg up in the circle. Mid wicket, mid on, mid off, extra cover. Cover and backward point, third man, so try and get a single is what he's saying.
Well, he'll just nip the ball back into the right-hander.
Crowd right behind him. They're here for him. Nice release from Mackay. Seemed nice and upright. There's a bloke wandering around right in front of the sight screen. Yeah, you, mate. Still walking around. Doesn't know what's happening here. Great atmosphere up here. What's it down near the edge of the field? Mike Haseman.
Thanks, guys. We talked to Clive Rice about the experience of going to India in '91. Of course, they played against the man alongside me, Ravi Shastri. Ravi, what was that like for South Africa to come to your country in those years?
Huge. It was huge. You know, that I still that scene will never go away from my mind. The number of people at the airport, the ride all the way to the hotel, number of people outside the hotel, it was quite amazing.
It's a terrific shot. That's beautifully played. That's going to skip away for 4 runs. It is a fast outfield here. It's rock hard. The grass has been cut to at 10 mils, so they're going to get value for shots. And I think that might be the plan, to go straight a bit from time to time. Ravi, just to continue, you had to face Alan Donald early. What did you heard about Alan Donald?
I'd heard about Alan Donald because Corey played with me at Glamorgan. We were the 2 overseas pros. And one day in the year of 1987 or 88, I remember Corey bringing a tall young man into the nets and making him bowl. And let me tell you, he was fast. I almost told Corey, why don't you go back to South Africa and let Alan stay here?
And how'd you go?
He did very well. He did. I think he had a great time with Warwickshire. He stayed with them right through, and he got me out second ball in front of 100,000 people. And it was, like I said, one of the longest walks I've had, up to the ground, up to the pitch, and then all the way back to the pavilion.
What did that tour do for the buzz of Indian cricket?
Huge. Bringing South Africa back onto the map, fantastic. And you played with Ricey as well, so it was good.
Shot to stumps. It is going to be not out. Ravi, thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure.
Let's go back upstairs to the commentators.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you, Ravi. Going along at a nice rate here. Hey, Steve, I'm going to be terribly unfair on you now. What do you reckon is going to be a good total here?
Well, just seeing the first, we're just short of 2 overs. I think Johan Boer's got it wrong at the toss. He said he's hoping to defend 130. It'll be close, safely home. End of the over, 17 without loss.
Got in reasonably easily in the end. He just had to go into overdrive halfway down the stump, halfway down the pitch, but he's not a lot of the pitch left there. Crikey. So it's Vijay who has done the most of the scoring here, 14 to him from a score of 17. Kohli on strike. Slips come out. So both bowlers with almost identical field now.
Let's go back to answer your question about what do you think the total that India will be looking to get. You've mentioned earlier that I think a lot's going to depend on how the ball behaves when it gets a little bit older. Will South Africa bowl the ball nice and straight and make it tough for scoring? Will India try and capitalise in these first 16 overs? I can't think anything less than 150, 160, Robin.
Whoopsie, misfield. Little naughty. Hashim Amla the guilty party on this occasion. Has that ball swerved on him, or? Oh, we get a great view here. No? India have won both the T20 matches that they played against South Africa in South Africa. In fact, overall has only lost once in 4 games that they've played against South Africa. South Africa, however, have a good winning ratio overall in their own country, 74% virtually. India a little lower in this part of the world, 62.5%. Of course, India won the T20 World Cup in 2007, staged right here in South Africa. So up in the air, 2 people after it, and it's a wicketkeeper that catches it. But not with the gloves on this time.
Well, what a wonderful, wonderful catch from Morne van Wyk. Drafted into the side in place of Graham Smith. Murali Vijay is caught van Wyk, Bart Parnell for 14. India 18 for 1.
18 for 1 then. Rohit Sharma, the new man to the crease. Very talented right-handed batsman. Sort of his main rival for a position in the Test side was Rainer, but of course there's other people who have nipped in between times now. Just got underneath that, and a great catch by Morne van Veek, running back from mid-off. That'll be 4. Fine legs up. Not a good delivery from Parnell.
Well, what a wonderful catch it was from Morne van Veek. Normally behind the stumps with the wicket-keeping gloves on. He calls for the ball. I want it. It's mine. Brilliantly held.
I like the way he shows off his highlights as soon as he gets up. Get that cap off. There you go. .22 for 1, 3 gone. .22 for 1 then. Last 6 ODIs these two teams played, South Africa won 6 out of 6, beating the West Indies twice, Zimbabwe twice, and Pakistan twice. India have won 3 out of their last 6. They beat South Africa, they beat Zimbabwe twice. They lost to Australia, West Indies and Sri Lanka. Rusty Theron takes over from McKintini.
Loves the short version of the game, does Rusty Theron. With a new ball, looks to swing it away from the right-hander, but specialises at the death. He gets the ball nice and full. Good Yorkers, throws in the occasional bouncer, interspersed with some slow ball. So really mixes it up at the back end of an innings. He's got 2 Indian batsmen that are looking to attack.
124 k's an hour as a loosener. He doesn't get much above like the 130 mark, somewhere between 125 130 most of the time. He's made a real run at the selectors with regard to trying to claim a place in the World Cup squad. The chairman of the selectors selection panel is here in the form of Andrew Hudson, who was of course part of the pre-match celebrations from the side that first went to India in 1991. Each of them were here and received a cap and a medal. It was a momentum of that first ever tour. The airy-fairy, but he's got a run for it.
But already Johan Botha has no slips in place. The ringer fielders on the offside and the leg side, so Theron will want to bowl the ball nice and straight. Where he might come under a little bit of pressure is that fine leg now is up in the circle. So if he strays down the leg side, there's a boundary available there for India.
What a great shot. Picked that up from outside off stump. Helped it almost sort of Desmond Haynes-ish. Over and wider mid-on.
Well, this is what T20 has introduced to the game. It's a slow ball from Theron. It's picked by Kohli, and just with a flick of the wrist over mid-wicket.
29 for 1. Four overs have gone then in the allocation of 20. India winning the toss, batting first at 29 for 1. Tini changes ends. Outside edge, it'll race away for 4.
Well, there's a little bit of width from Ntini here. Rohit Sharma just frees his arms, gets the outside edge. Third man's a little wide. The angles are going to be important here for the captains. Another boundary.
It'll just be 1. It's an interesting looking pitch, this HD. It looks as if it's just made up of hundreds of little blocks.
As we heard at the toss, Ravi Shastri say it looks a little bit like Delhi, and MS Dhoni, he said that it did. It looked rather like Delhi, but there is a sprinkling of grass on it, but it's just been sprinkled there. It hasn't grown there and been rolled into the surface.
Might be out. No, it isn't. Over mid-on's head. 4 more.
Chances get taken in the first 6 overs during the power play. Ntini's overpitched. Kohli this time frees his arms, just clears the mid-on fieldsman Hashim Amla. India making steady progress now.
Three fours in that 15 for Virat Kohli. Third man coming up into the ring now. Mid on, going back to long on. Four more, square drive, beautiful stroke.
Shot of the afternoon from Virat Kohli. Again, Ntini a little bit ring rusty, over pitches. Kohli advances ever so slightly down the track. A magnificent cover drive. Ntini puzzled. India 42 for 1 now.
With 1. Virtually impossible to save a single if you're in that fine leg position on the edge of the circle. The South Africans offering a little bit too much width here. That's well, a pitch with no bounce. You've got to bowl really straight and then place the field accordingly. Get your angles right with your boundary runners. Clipped away, over the head, a backward square. 6. It's 49 for 1, 5 gone.
Oh, this is what the thousands have turned up to watch. Boundaries, they get in them and they get in them in abundance.
49 for 1 then in 5 overs. India going along at almost 10 runs to the over. A handsome start for them. And to take you through the next spell of play, Kepler Vessels is with Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Robin Jackman. So fireworks already. 49 and make that 50 now for 1. And we are at the start of the 6th over, so a good start here.
Excellent start for India, particularly considering that the pitch is not bouncing too high and it's likely to continue to get lower as the game goes on. So it's a very, very good start.
I think it'll be at its best when the ball is hard and new. It'll come on to the bat. So you can see where the runs have come, mostly on the onside. On big 6 from Rohit Sharma in the last over. Smash back. That's a top shot. Over pitched and hit through the line.
Excellent stroke by Rohit Sharma. It's beautifully struck. His delivery just angling into him. That is just a quality cricket stroke.
Well, he's a man with a lot of talent, Rohit Sharma. Got the opportunity to come here because Sehwag was injured. Great chance to make the most of it. Already terrific atmosphere around the ground. Huge crowd. Misfield. It's a kind of pitch where there's not much bounce. It looks more like an Indian track. This. Go to New Delhi, you'll think this is a pitch straight out of there.
Yeah, it is a bit like that, that's for sure. Magnificent stadium and a terrific atmosphere. So Cricket South Africa needs to be commended for putting on this showpiece.
And Kepler, this game might be the trendsetter because if you get such big crowds for 2020 games in future, there is no harm in having internationals here when there's no soccer.
Well, absolutely, it's worth doing it, particularly when you have high-profile teams touring this country. And I'm sure that after this event, seeing that it's such a success, they'll do more of it.
Take the single and keep the strike. 57 for 1.
So this is an excellent start for India. As we said, it's likely that conditions will get more difficult to bat on. The pitch may get lower as the game goes on.
There you go, 57 for 1. Real festive atmosphere here. Peterson into the attack now. Robin Peterson to bowl some left arm spin.
We'll have to see how the spinner goes, whether he's going to get some purchase and turn. Robin Peterson is fighting hard for a spot in the World Cup squad, or in the final 15. He is in the 30-man squad. Played well in the UAE recently in the 50-over matches, so he's a definite contender for that. So a lot at stake for him.
I wonder how the ball will come onto the bat once it gets old and
a little softer because no pace in this surface whatsoever, hardly any bounce. I think it's at its best for batting really when the ball is hard and new. That's when you can make the most of power play.
I agree with you. I think it'll just get more difficult as the afternoon continues. The spinners have a big role to play. At the current rate, India will end round 186. Now that'll be a very, very good score on this pitch.
But there's no doubt it'll get slower and slower as the game progresses, slower and lower. He'll have a key role to play, the captain. Inside out, and we'll get a couple of runs.
Stop, Robert.
Cleverly played by Rohit Sharma. With these two exciting prospects for India. Good T20 players, good one-day players as well.
Yes, went for a huge sum yesterday in the IPL auction as well. 2 million US. And he's been busy from the outset, showing a sense of urgency. 23 already from 14 balls. Both the batsmen on 23. And they both played 14 balls.
Oh, there's an indication of a low bounce. Robin Peterson bowling that one quicker, firing it in at the stumps. Hardly bounced at all.
I really think the spinners will have a role to play in this game. That's a tidy over. 63 for 1. So the bowling change as expected. Johan Botha into the attack to try and stem the flow of runs. So spinners bowling in tandem at both ends. Saw one over of left arm spin from Peterson. Now Johan Botha. Very experienced in this format. Straight away some turn. So it's a great atmosphere. Mike Haseman is down there somewhere.
Thanks, guys. I've got Sachin Tendulkar alongside me. Sachin, a good start from your boys.
Fabulous. I think the wicket looks pretty good. The ball is keeping low, so it's not going to be that easy scoring later.
That's another boundary. So the boundaries are coming thick and fast at the moment. What about the stadium, Sachin?
Fabulous stadium. I think it's a special stadium and wonderful to see so much crowd here supporting cricket.
And Cricket South Africa paying tribute to many people tonight, including yourself. That's a big honour.
Yes, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank South African Cricket Board for honouring...
Bowled in. Sorry, Sachin. Need to interrupt. Let's go back upstairs.
.67 for 2. Yuvraj Singh comes out to the middle. 23 matches. He's a destroyer of bowling in this format of the game. Career best of 70. Who will ever forget his innings in Durban in the 2020 World Cup here against England? That was the 70 where he hit 6 sixes. And that's why he's here. Both are striking early. Turn and a wrong choice of shot from Virat Kohli.
Yeah, Ravi, initially when I saw it, I thought it kept really low. It did keep it a little bit low, but not as low as I thought it did. So maybe Virat Kohli just trying to hit that one too hard, but he played pretty well.
So off the mark, Yuvraj Singh. That's where he's good. He varies his pace nicely, can bowl the full length. Another South African who fetched a good prize yesterday in the auction and picked up by his captain, Shane Warne. 8 gone, 69 for 2.
So a fantastic day in Durban, magnificent stadium, and a very, very good T20 match in progress. India have started well. They're on 69 for 2 after 8 overs, which is an excellent start considering the nature of the pitch. At the moment it's not too bad, but it is likely to get more difficult to score.
So a spectacular sight this. Moses Mabida is buzzing. Well, we still have Sachin Tendulkar downstairs with Mike Hazeman.
What up? Thanks, guys. Sachin, we were talking about the fact that you're being paid tribute to tonight.
Yes, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank South African Cricket Board for honouring me and Mackay here. It's a terrific afternoon, and all I can say is I'm truly humbled.
And I bet you've had a few battles yourself, Mackay, over the years.
Yes, I've always enjoyed playing with against Mackay rather, and a fierce competitor and a true champion, because you knew that even towards the end of the day's play, Mackay would be running in hard and trying to get you out.
And this is the first T20 at this venue. It augurs well for the future at this venue.
Fantastic venue, because I think it holds more capacity, and for T20 you want full house, and if you can, you would much rather have people waiting inside the stadium than outside the stadium.
Last question, Sachin. Have you got a score in mind, you guys? Have you set some sort of total?
As of now, I can't say any particular total, but I think about 155 would be a good total, because the ball is keeping low. And the bowlers hit the right areas, then it's not going to be that easy to put the ball away.
Sachin, thanks for your time. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much.
So there you go. Sachin Tendulkar having a few words for Mackay Ntini. Remember, this is his farewell game for South Africa. And a true South African champion. 390 wickets. This time he finds the gap. He was eyeing that spot, Yuvraj. 78 for 2.
Well, Yuvraj will look for that short boundary on the leg side the whole time, particularly when Robin Peterson is bowling. He's very dangerous in that area. These short boundaries are made for him.
So 78 for 2, 9 overs have been bowled. India going at just over 8 runs per over at the moment. So it's a pretty good start, pretty good platform from where they can accelerate in the final few overs. Both are continuing.
He's very experienced at this form of the game, Johan Botha. This is his strength. Good in the middle of the innings. He keeps it tidy, keeps the pressure on.
Oh, lucky. He got an outside edge.
It's not going to be the easiest pitch to keep on. Let's just have a look at this one. It's a thick outside edge. Whoa, he could have caught that. I think the deflection wasn't that big. Not an easy chance, but it did go straight in.
I think that deflection is what put de Villiers off.
Maybe also the fact that he came down the wicket. So let's have another look at it. There's a clear outside edge. Coming down the wicket, Rohit Sharma, but unfortunately AB de Villiers couldn't hang on.
A loud shout that was fired in by Botha. You can see already varying his pace. Yuvraj looking to play across the line. He was pushed back.
Dangerous to play too square on the leg side because the ball is keeping so low. The LBW is always on the cards.
What a sight this is. You can see the flakes of the sea coming in, the beach of Durban not far away. But it stands out, the Moses Mabhida Stadium, host to the semi-finals of this year's World Cup soccer, in fact last year's. Another tidy over, 81 for 2. President of Cricket South Africa there as well. Like I mentioned, it's a festive occasion this. So Peterson will continue. And in the commentary box now, it'll be Pommy Mbangwa and with him H.D. Ackerman.
Thank you, Rafi. It's actually JP Duminy coming into the attack, and he'll bowl some of his off spinners. A real option to Johan Botha as far as bowling attack is concerned. Oh, a bit of a slip. Rusty Tehran. And he was trying to make his way towards that ball, and you get scenarios here on fields such as these that are not normally for the game of cricket, where spikes don't quite catch the surface. Oh, that's bludgeoned. Hard work for Makayantini. Gets across. Well done. Good tag team effort as well. Miller doing the sweeping up.
Well, interesting stroke. Hit powerfully up the ground, and Tini had to make some yards and did very well.
Staying low, that's what we've come to see on this surface. Means it'll be hard work batting a second. Morne van Wyk with football boots on rather than the traditional spikes. And that's just to help in getting firm footing underfoot, ensuring that you don't slip, as happened to Rusty Tehran a couple of deliveries ago.
Well, those were the standard cricket boots that Mackay had on there. I suppose Morne's come dressed for the occasion.
.86 for 2.
Powerful hit to Yuvraj Singh. Remember those 6 sixes he hit off the match referee's son, Stuart Broad, here in South Africa. What wonderful striking that was.
.28 to Kohli before he was bowled by Botha, then Vijay. 14. Straight to the man again. Johan Botha keeping things tight, as he so often does for South Africa. Comes on in the middle overs and he bowls pretty straight. Across the line, there's a man there. So important to get the angles right on a field such as this. It's short square and pretty, I suppose, a normal straight, but it's the square boundaries where if you're just in the wrong position, then you don't get to one that's struck pretty well.
your angles are so important in all forms of one-day cricket, no matter the size of the field. Third man, fine leg, long on, long off. Very, very important to get them right. South Africa and India probably would have studied the way they placed fields in New Zealand.
Catch is the call. Nobody's going to catch that. One bounce and over the rope for 4. Rohit Sharma trying to up the ante.
Well, this angle is not incorrect from Johan Botha. It's just that it's perfectly placed from Rohit Sharma. He hits it over the mid-wicket. That's in the inner ring. And behind him, there's never a fielder.
Take it, footer.
Gone again, this time offside. Oh, it's gone like a rocket to the fence. 4 more.
This is a classy shot. This really is a classy shot from Rohit Sharma. There's just a hint of width, not much. It's all wrists again, and it's powerfully struck. Beautiful cricket shot.
Gone for the big one again. Catches the call. There's short square boundaries. 6 more, so he's gone 4, 4, 6 to finish the over, bringing the 100 up. 102 for 2.
This time the leg side is targeted. It's not in the slot. It's actually a decent length delivery from Botha, but Sharma waits and waits and waits and dispatches it for 6 again.
It's a wonderful sight at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. India and South Africa playing a Standard Bank Pro 20 International. What a shot it was to finish the over. Rohit Sharma fetching it from just outside off and hitting it for 6 over mid-wicket.
Well, India can play their shots now. Only 8 overs remaining, and they've still got Raina, Dhoni, and their expensive man, Yusuf Pathan, to come. So all big hitters. So India well positioned as Rohit Sharma sits on the brink of a half century. 48 not out now, of just 31 deliveries.
Looking for some quiet overs of South Africa. In fact, they won a couple of wickets, quick ones. Oh, across, and gets it in the gap as well. A misfield. Normally very, very good, Johan Botha. It's 50 up for Rohit Sharma. Very well constructed. It has been composed. It's come up of just 32 balls.
Well, there's 2 men placed. The iron square on the leg side, a short 45 and a square leg. Sharma split them in half.
With these Indian players on show, there's the whole Indian Premier League auction that's just taken place, and some will want to justify the price tags that they've been sold for. He went for $2 million. Rohit Sharma, so a timely 50.
Well, some of the strokes that he's played this afternoon, you could probably understand it. I mean, all the prices those guys were going for. The cricketers around the world are smiling now. It's certainly an occupation where you can earn a living.
He's got another one. Has he? No, he hasn't. Makai Antini on the boundary. Takes the catch comfortably. So Rohit Sharma's got to go. He's gone for 53 off just 34 balls.
Sharma, after a brisk 53, is out. Courtentini bowled Dimini. India, 109 for 3.
Yusuf Pathan has walked out to the middle. A good striker of the ball. Look at that strike rate. More than 150 per 100 balls. This is why he's out there.
The calmness of Ntini on the long on boundary. A man who's played plenty of international cricket. Beautifully taken.
.109 for 3. It was a wicket that South Africa desperately needed. They want to get quite a few more as they lead into the back end of the innings. Makhaya Ntini, it's his final game. Big celebrations between teammates. What a view that is from above. Helicopter giving us a view of the Moses Mabhida Stadium. It's a fantastic arena. Lots of spectators here in to see this 2020 international between India and South Africa. Just to remind you, India won the toss, decided to bat first. Here's Robin Peterson. Oh, gotta be a run out, gotta be a run out. He's gone, he's gone. He wanted to take the wide. It was a wide, the keeper dropped it, went down the leg side, and he thought he'd get down to the other end. Nope, he couldn't. Pathan didn't want to run, so Yuvraj has got to go. 110 now, India, for 4. Oh, you never want to run out, ever. South Africa said they'd be praying for a couple of wickets. They've got them. Suresh Raina now out there is a decent player. He's going to have to get in pretty quickly and just about straight away get on with the hitting.
Well, he's got 100 in T20 cricket. So, another big player for India.
Good start, he's off the mark. He'll have good memories of playing against South Africa. Suresh Raina, 111 I think it was, and St. Lucia. It's down the leg side, it's wide, and Yuvraj Singh thinks he can get to the striker's end. The ball hadn't gone too far away.
Communication's got to be so good. The non-striker's got to be very aware. The striker's got to understand that he's got to get off strike. Not good cricket from either one.
Just the one. Intent very clear from Suresh Raina. He's not going to try and linger around. He's going to make sure that from the word go, he goes for the boundaries.
What was that?
Half a shout. 114 for 4. Wonderful coastline that is, or in Durban, and when the weather is fantastic here, well, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And it's good weather today. A few clouds about. A look at the Indian scorecard. 53 for Sharma, and then he was caught on the boundary of Dumini. A good catch by Ntini, judging where exactly to be and where not to be on that boundary. And then soon after, it was Yuvraj Singh who was run out, looking to steal a single off a wide. So South Africa got a couple of wickets and they've got 2 new men at the crease. They can try and apply some pressure to finish off. Here's Makayantini back into the attack. That's a good strike. It's over cover and it's gonna go all the way for 4. A beautiful shot by Suresh Raina.
Well, that's the thing about Raina. He plays cricket shots in T20. And Tini again, not a poor delivery at all. Not by any means. But Raina just lofts it over extra cover. Super cricket shot. Good player.
Let's go downstairs now to Mike Hazeman.
Thanks, guys. I've got the coach, Corey Frontal, alongside me. Corey, we'll just watch this one delivery from Makaya. Inside edge onto the pad. These boys have got a very good platform now.
Yeah, they have. I think we've just sort of given them too many 4 balls at the start, just getting our lengths wrong. You know, I think we spoke about assessing the wicket and assessing the lengths to bowl on this wicket, and I felt that we were just a little bit too full and gave them the opportunity to score some early runs. You know,
how tough is it strategizing on a ground with these dimensions?
Yeah, it is tough, and it's also tough because nobody's played on this ground before, so that makes it a little bit tougher. But that makes the assessing out there so much more important. And well, it seems like we've got the idea now, going back of the length a little bit more.
And a couple of big hitters in at the moment. What targets do you want to restrict them to?
Listen, Hazy, I think 160 would be a good target to chase on this. But you know, we'll have to really bowl well in this latter part of this innings.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Hazy.
Skipper Johan Botha spoke about 140 right at the start of the game at the toss. Perhaps will have been revised, that, having seen how India have gone thus far. But the wickets they've got, a couple of wickets they've got just recently, will certainly give them hope that they can restrict India. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Oh, didn't throw it. The strong arm is the left arm. He can throw with both. Robin Peterson.
Yeah, Makayantini a little bit short to the right-handers. You can see the yellow balls are the boundary ones. That's sort of been Makaya's length throughout his career, really. Hence his success in Test cricket. Over 300 Test wickets.
Bowls wide of the crease, Makayantini, and he would want certainly here to ensure that he's not giving any room at all. Let's look at his Test match career: 390 wickets in his 101 Test matches. That is a fantastic record. Good strike rate as well.
Not only the record, but the responsibility that he carried, being the first black man to play for South Africa. And what a job he did, both on and off the field. A role model for so many.
Good fielding. Robin Peterson. 123 for 4. Never be anything else. India 123 for 4, and projected score says that they'll get to 164 at the current rate. That'll perhaps be par on a surface that, if you bowl pretty straight, is difficult to get the ball away. Rusted Theron back into the attack. This is his time. He likes to bowl at the end. He bowls well at the end. In the commentary box, Kepler Wessels and Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Pommy. So this match nicely set up with 5 overs to go, and you got 2 dangerous players out there, Suresh Raina and Yusuf Pathan.
Rusty Theron will continue.
Very tough to hit across the line now on this pitch. The ball not bouncing more than stump high, certainly. In fact, you're lucky if it gets up to stump high. So Suresh Raina going for the big one over mid-wicket. Just look at that. They would have hit off stump halfway up. So perhaps a better idea if you're going to go big to try and hit it straight.
Clean strike. Finds the gap on the onside, gets the boundary.
Suresh Raina tries again, and this time he connects. Short boundary on the leg side. Slower delivery. It's always better off at the depth, trying to run and bowl full and at the stumps. Rusty Tron, that's his speciality. That's what he's good at. Sometimes when he tries to vary it with that slow delivery, he gets punished.
Yes, he might have had an ordinary test series, Suresh Raina, but make no mistake about it. He's a different kettle of fish in one-day cricket.
Especially on these sort of surfaces where the ball doesn't bounce very much. I would imagine Ravi is an integral part of India's plans for the World Cup.
That's an even better strike. Into the crowd, take that, it's 6. Nice meaty blow from the left-hander. That's got the crowd going.
If you miss your length towards the end of a T20 game, you get punished. Rusty Tron right in the arc there. He's got to try and get full and straight, looking for the Yorker. It's a short boundary there, but that probably would have been 6 on most grounds in the world. It was a good clean strike.
So he's got to move on. 19 of 9 for Raina. 6 in a boundary in this over already. Plenty of dignitaries here today watching the cricket. Fantastic atmosphere. Have a look at that crowd. It's the biggest crowd watching a cricket match in the African continent. Don't think you've ever had a crowd as big as this today. Close to 50,000 people.
Field. So South Africa haven't been at their best in the field today. Slightly different ground this, in the sense that the dynamic of the ground is very different to a normal cricket ground. The boundaries are longer, straight and short squares. So I suppose it's a bit like New Zealand, Ravi, where sometimes you've got to get used to the angles on the field.
Yes, sometimes at Eden Park you don't know where to set the fielder. Is bowled in. That's an important wicket. Yusuf Pathan. Clean bowl by Rusty Theron. And India losing their 5th wicket with 136 runs on the board. So MS Dhoni makes his way out to the centre. Still 4 overs to go. That's 24 balls, and India would, if they score a run a ball, they'll reach a score of around 160, but they'll be looking for more than that, and anything over 170 here will be a challenge.
Certainly. Well, you can see there again that the ball just doesn't bounce, so you can't hit across the line. That hit the toe of the bat.
Wayne Parnell brought back into the attack. 2 overs for 15 and a wicket. Now this is where all hell could break loose. The batsmen throw their bats at everything. You see a lot of times bowling sides coming back into the contest in these overs by taking wickets.
Yep, 4 to go, and Suresh Raina will be eyeing that leg side boundary. Wayne Parnell has got an important role to play at the death. They're also looking at him in that position during the World Cup and during the batting power play, so he is a specialist death bowler as well.
Yeah, they would have played against each other in the IPL, in the Champions League. Those two tournaments have done a lot in promoting camaraderie amongst the players around the world.
So the Indian captain, MS Dhoni, is quite happy with the recent drawn test series. But he'll be under pressure to produce the goods in the World Cup. India have a huge chance of winning that tournament. They're a very strong one-day unit, and under their own conditions, they've got a good chance to progress.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. That's why they've retained the nucleus of players for this one-day series that comes up after this 2020 game. And both, I think, South Africa as well as India would like to play their best sides and get some momentum going.
I suppose, Robert, we can't read too much into what's going to happen over the next 5-day one-day internationals, because both teams will just look to experiment one final time before that World Cup, and of course conditions will be totally different.
It's all about getting the right combinations, and these 5 games will give you that opportunity. I think MS Dhoni would have said to Suresh Raina, let's try and target at least 8 or 9 runs in an over at this stage, and then if you get one big over, then you're talking of even 180.
Well, that's what happens in these T20 games. If you can get to over number 12 and you're only 2 or 3 down, then you can't really get bowled out, so then you can afford to have a real go. And that's where tactics, depending on conditions, have changed a little bit. In the beginning, everybody used to go really hard in the first 5 or 6 overs, but then they worked out perhaps you don't have to go quite that hard, provided that you get to over number 12 of only 2 or 3 down, then you can have a full go.
Takes a single, a shy at the stumps, he misses. 142 for 5.
Bit of a casual run this one. Colin Ingram doing the fielding. He would have made it, but just.
Six bowlers used by Johan Botha. Tammany bowling 2 overs for 12 runs, doing a pretty good job. Makha Antini brought back into his attack, into the attack for what would be his final over in international cricket.
He's done a terrific job for South Africa over many years, Makantini, so a fitting farewell for him. And this is the start of his very last over as a South African player.
See, that's what he's done in his one-day international career. 173 matches, 266 wickets. Add that to the 390 he's taken in Test match cricket. Terrific servant for South African cricket. You can see the crowd behind him.
He always gave 100% Makantini throughout his Test career and his ODI career. It's the VIP area. Nice gesture from Cricket South Africa, inviting a number of ex-players to this very special day.
South Africa doing well. Not conceding boundaries at this stage.
Good delivery. Right up there in the block hole.
That clears the boundary. 6 more. Just a flick of the wrist and away she goes over square leg.
Well, that's his spot, Suresh Raina. Very strong over that leg side field. This is a very short boundary. Kayantini just missing his length. Right in the arc. Suresh Raina won't miss out. Clears the front leg. The connection wasn't perfect, but good enough.
These two were teammates in the IPL, playing for the Chennai Super Kings. 29 runs from 15 balls. So the last ball for Makantini in international cricket. The crowd know it. And driven down the ground, nicely timed. Raina should get 2. So that's it for Makantini. And he finishes his spell. It's 153 for 5.
Good way to finish for Makantini, just bowing out to the crowd who loves him. Much loved cricketer all around South Africa. He's done himself and Cricket South Africa proud over a long period of time.
Yes, fabulous scenes. You see everyone on their feet. Can get sentimental. He's been that kind of a cricketer for South Africa. Fantastic role model. There'll be tears in the eyes of many people who followed the career of this man.
There will be for him as well. Very emotional. Loved every bit of his cricket career. At times he was the heart and soul of that South African side. Always enthusiastic and passionate on the field. And a terrific servant to the game.
Even the President of the Republic of South Africa standing up and applauding. True champion. There goes Panel. Dhoni also looking for the short boundary now. Both will be eyeing that boundary on the onside.
Dhoni looking for that big heave-ho as well. Very dangerous. MS Dhoni also in the last, or the closing overs of any one-day match. They know each other really well, Suresh Raina and MS Dhoni. They've been teammates for a long time. Raina got his breakthrough at the Chennai Super Kings. That's where he really made his mark, and from there he's never really looked back.
Well, every dot ball now is like gold dust at this stage. Still 10 balls to go.
It's a good score already. Anything over 160 will be tough to get on this surface. It's not likely to get better. It will get slower and lower as the game goes on, so South Africa will have to bat well.
Well bowled, right up in the block hole. Yes, and the Indian attack, they'll have lots of options, Dhoni, in the spin department as well. He's got the Pathans, the Yuvraj Singhs, the Rainas who can bowl a few. Rohit Sharma is there. It's a muggy evening here in Durban, and a very good crowd.
It's had a good day so far, Wayne Parnell. He's just got a couple of deliveries left. And he's only conceded 24 runs and picked up a wicket, so that will please the South African coach, Corey van Zyl.
The stadium closed fully. If it rains, can it close fully? Can the stadium close? This is a good over so far. Botha will be quite happy with this. No boundary conceded. There's one dot ball, 4 singles.
It's been a terrific over. Johan Botha, these days the T20 captain. Number 1 spinner in the South African T20 and one-day lineup at the moment.
Again, doesn't quite time it. 2 dot balls in the over. Excellent over. Just 4 runs off it. 157 for 5. .157 for 5. 19 overs have been bowled, 6 balls to go. So it's been steady progress by the Indians. South Africa just pulling things back in the last over. So Rusty Theron to finish things off here for South Africa. 3 overs for 28. And Suresh Raina, the man on strike. A wide signal. His aim would be to bowl outside that off stump. There's an indicator there for the umpire with the line just outside the left-hander's off stump.
So he's going to have to bowl the extra delivery, which is not something that you want to do in the last over of a T20 match.
Drives, gets the single. He'll run for everything here, even risk a run out.
Robin Peterson doing the fielding. Pretty close to hitting, but he would have been in just.
That's well struck. So 160 for 5. Last 2 overs, South Africa have done a good job not to concede a boundary. Runs have come just in singles. 4 runs in the last over, and now 2 runs of 3 balls in this over. That's a magnificent strike. Magnificently struck for 6. Over extra cover. Freeing his arms, Raina.
Full toss, punished, beautifully hit by Reiner. Rusty trying to bowl the Yorker, but over pitching. That went a long, long way over extra cover. That's the ball landing. Oh my word, that was nearly on the hit.
Goes again, gets this fine, he'll get only a single.
It's a bit lucky there, Rusty Tron missing that Yorker length again. That could have disappeared as well. He's under pressure as well because he's not a certainty for the World Cup squad. He's competing strongly with a couple of other players in his position. So every performance that he puts in the next week or so is important. It's a better delivery.
So 168 for 5. One ball left in this Indian innings. It's the left-handed Raina who's facing 41 not out. Rohit Sharma earlier playing extremely well for his half century. So the final ball of this Indian innings. Up in the air, should be caught at mid-off. Taken easily, Miller making no mistake. And India end the innings on 168 for 6. Raina, the last man dismissed of the last ball of the innings.
Good innings by Suresh Raina. Played quite beautifully for his 41. He'll feel a lot better about himself. He's had a tough time in South Africa. Didn't do well in the Test series, but this is his game. This time he was looking to go over the leg side again, got the leading edge, and a very comfortable catch for David Miller. So India, they played well. 168 for 6 is a good score on this surface.
So there you go. South Africans leaving the field. The Indians making 168 for 6. Top scorer Rohit Sharma is with Mike Hazeman.
Rohit, how do you assess that total?
I think it's a very good total. I think for this kind of wicket, I think getting above, I think 168 is the target. I think it's a very good total. I think everybody knows the wicket is very low and slow, so I think it's a very good total.
And a big moment now for Mackay Ntini as he leaves the field after bowling.
Yeah, I think very proud moment for all of us, all the cricketing world. I think he's been a true legend for South Africa cricket. And I think, it was wonderful to play against him today.
And yourself today, terrific performance, 53 off 37.
Yeah, I think we needed a partnership that time, and knowing that big hitters to come down the order, my role was to just go and get the strike rate going. So it was very important, and I'm very happy that I was able to manage that.
Okay, so you played well today, but this has been a massive weekend for you with the IPL prize. Well done, you must be very pleased with that.
Yeah, very happy to know that. But I'm very happy I'm playing for my hometown, which is Mumbai, so very happy for that.
And what's the secret about winning this game when South Africa bat?
I think bowler has to do some variation. Everybody knows that wicket is low and slow, so slower balls, all that will be very key.
Okay, right. Thanks for your time. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yes, Rohit Sharma played well today, but the star of today will be Mackay Ntini, and what a sight that is. Sachin Tendulkar applauding Ntini's efforts. They've been great competitors. They've played a lot against each other, and that's the scenes here just outside the Moses Mabhida Stadium. 168 for 6 India after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Good start there, 28 and 14, but Rohit Sharma got things moving, and Suresh Raina did a good job towards the end.
Wayne Parnell did pretty well at the top of that bowling order. So did Robin Peterson and Jan Botha. They bowled well as well. So JP Duminy chipped in, but not an easy pitch to bat on. So on the whole, South Africa will be quite satisfied with their bowling attack.
So there you go, 5 bowlers used. 168 for 6 India making. So when South Africa come out to bat, they need 169 runs to win from their 20 overs.
Welcome back. It's half-time at this Pro 20 International. I've got Makai Ntini, the man at the moment, alongside me, and Nonwabo Tutsobi as well. I'm going to chat to Nonwabo in a sec. Makai, that was very emotional for you, I'm sure.
I tell you what, it's one of those days that probably I will be still playing this game even tonight. To see the people, the way they roar, the moment I bowled the last ball, even the moment I've taken my first step to bowl the first ball, it was unbelievable.
This must be such a proud moment for you. Looking back as a youngster growing up, as a herd boy, I've been to your hometown. Did you ever expect this might happen?
Not at all, not at all. A man behind the cow dunk. And then now, after 13 years, has achieved so much. Has played more than 100 test matches. It's unbelievable. I think, Lobson, I hope, my brother, you're going to fill these shoes. Not only for me, for us as black people and everywhere in the country and in the world. They're only now, the eyes are going to be only lay on you. Brother, I'm blessing you from today onwards to take care of yourself and make sure you do this job and take care of it.
Nonwabo, what did it mean to you as a youngster growing up to watch Makai play?
Well, there was nothing much I knew about cricket, but I was just impressed that there's like someone of colour representing us in cricket, which was. But then it's something that I loved, cricket. So as I was watching him play, he was performing like very well. Actually, I was watching one of ESPN's last. They were showing the games like against England. I was telling him today that, listen, but I saw you in those games and you were like thin, very thin, and it's amazing. It's amazing now. I was watching you on TV when I was a youngster, and now I'm playing with you. I'm going out with you. We do everything together. So whatever he's told me, whatever I've learned from him, I'm definitely going to be putting it at work.
And he's handed over the mantle to you. Prepare to take it on from here.
Well, sometimes it's quite difficult to fill someone else's shoes, but I promise I won't let him down.
Nonwabo, thanks for your views. Makai, what about the rest of this match? How are you boys placed?
Yeah, I think, the wicket was very slow, and then for my side, I was very nervous. I couldn't understand as well after I played the game so much, and then you get to nervous a second over, and then you get hit for 20 runs. I think I started enjoying it because there's nothing I have to lose here. It's for me just to let it go and enjoy myself, because this is the last game, and I will never play in this ground again, which is one of those things I just let it loose.
And you put smiles on faces again.
Yeah, I think it's part of me. It's life, it's what I've been blessed with, to give people what they actually deserve, to give it 2 seconds of each and every individual. It means a lot, not just only for me. And then I think to them as well, to see that we are accessible, into their lives and to their hands as well.
Makai, from cricket lovers in South Africa and all South Africa and cricket lovers around the world, a big thank you.
Thank you very much, and then I deserve to say thank you to each and every single one who came here today. Even those that didn't manage to get here, I know they are glued in their televisions. I say thank you to them, and then I salute each and every single one of them. Thank you, Hazy, to you too, and the media. Thanks for every single moment, the support that you guys given. I know we have times that I was high and the times that I was down, but you always big up, guys. Thank you very much, SuperSport, and every single one of you, SABC. I love you all, guys. Thank you very much, and you, Hazy. Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Thanks for your time.
That's a look at Sahara Stadium, Kingsmead. It's a distance from here. Big issue that was, actually. Makai Ntini and Nonwabo Tutsobi. Big shoes to fill. The hope is that it's not going to be a comparison between the two. Gotta tread your own path. Back to this game then. 169 is what South Africa require if they're to win the Krish Makadush Cup. We're off to a break. When we come back, we see that chase. Welcome back, everybody. We're in Durban, and that is the coastline. It's South Africa taking on India in a Standard Bank International Pro 20. In the distance there is the Moses Mabhida Stadium. That is where we are. A fantastic stadium it is, and India have done well. They won the toss, decided that they would bat first, and this is what they did. 53 to Sharma, and then a 41 to Rhino finished things off. Also got to mention Virat Kohli. His 28 off 19 balls set them on their way.
There's the bowling figures. Wayne Parnell 1 for 25. McCarthy in his last game for South Africa, North for 46. Rashid Theron got 2 wickets, and Buerta, Peterson and Germany all doing a good job with their spin, just bowling the 3 overs apiece.
So the Indian fielders out there and are ready to try and defend 168, and it's Morne van Wyk who will take up the batting. Third match for South Africa in 2020. He's pretty good. He can get the ball away. Played for the Kolkata Knight Riders in the IPL and did well too a couple of times. Then this man, Hashim Amla.
Yeah, he'll be opening with South Africa. Back in their T20 squad is Hashim Amla, due to the fact that he's had a fantastic run in the ODIs. Strike rate of 104. Very interested to see how Amla and Van Wyk go here today. There's the bowler, Praveen Kumar. Very surprised that he wasn't here for the Tests series. There's his international T20 career. 4 matches, just the 3 wickets. Economy rate, which is quite impressive. But probably I'm looking forward to seeing how the South Africans go here. Both of them like bounce, they like fast pitches. I think this will be very different to what they normally play on. Look at that, staying down lit, a little bit skidding on. And Wyk likes to score square with the wickets off the short deliveries in particular. I think Amla will be more suited to this kind of surface.
Oh, hello. There's a clue. First up, Praveen Kumar runs up, normally bowls in swingers first up, doesn't bounce at all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you watch it from the outfield. Until you get out there and face that first delivery, you haven't worked it out. So Van Wyk's had a sighter, and he's going to realise, I'm going to have to play off the front foot here, boys.
The one thing that will have happened for the Indian seamers as they've sat outside and watched South Africa operate is they'll have worked out what the best lengths to bowl are. They'll run up now and try and ensure they're not getting too full, making it easy for the batsmen, but trying to exploit the very fact that the bounce is low. So back of a length and pretty straight.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they'll be nice and straight. Have a look at the field that's been set. They've got extra cover and short mid-wicket in nice and straight. Praveen Kumar, he'll hit back of a length. He won't leave the line of the stumps. No slips in place. Third man and fine leg should be fine.
Ashish Nehra.
Another one who I was surprised wasn't on the test tour. I don't know how his fitness is at this stage. He's been a very good performer for India over the years. Did well in the one days against New Zealand. Shapes the ball nice. back into the right hand. I think if he gets things right tonight, he could be a real handful.
Yeah, the body doesn't hold up too much these days. Gets injured quite a lot, and one days and 2020s he can handle. Oh, a swing and a miss, and it's through the keeper as well. So 4 byes, that is. May well have nudged him on the thumb too on the way through, MS Dhoni.
Yeah, Van Wyk on this occasion, trusting the bounce, looking for the ball to get above waist high, but it doesn't. It's banged in Bakuma, rather out straight, just misses off stump. Bounces short of Dhoni. Makes contact on his arm, goes away for 4 byes. That hurt Dhoni, did it? It's the first boundary for South Africa, caused by the lack of bounce of this pitch here at Moses Mabhida Stadium. Full house, great atmosphere.
You won't mind as the bowler if the batsman's looking to play cross-bat shots. It's a surface that's not bouncing much, so you would encourage them to go, and the natural instinct of some batsmen is to try and go horizontal bat when it's back of a length or when it's short, but I've got to try and combat or fight that.
Yeah, you got to convince yourself it's not going to bounce. I need to play straight. I need to adjust my game plan. We saw the bails being knocked off there. Praveen Kumar gets it nice and tight to those stumps, looking to bowl wicket to wicket.
6 without loss.
Something not wrong with Praveen Kumar. He doesn't look comfortable. Almost like he's got a niggle. So having a word with the captain. Definitely there's something wrong. I think he might be leaving the field.
A decent over to start from Praveen Kumar. Just the 2 runs against his name, but
we saw him wincing during the over there, Palmer, and he's going off the field. I think his wrist or arm is, something's not well. The physio's run off with him, so it's a bit of a blow.
interesting after 1 over as well. He's come out there obviously fully fit when he turns up and runs up, bowls 6 balls, and he's got to go back into the change room. Here's Ashish Nehra.
Once again, Hashim Amla banking on the ball, bouncing through waist high, keeps low. And you're saying Dhoni, I'm sure he was a hockey goalkeeper at some stage in his career, because he does those stops with the pads very well. Here's the last review of the last over. Praveen Kumar, definitely something going on there. He's grabbing his wrist. Not too sure. He hasn't really given it away. Something is not comfortable.
Shape back into the right-hander, and Ashish Nehra gets it right on line. It's the off stump that is picked back, and the wicket goes down.
Hashim Amla is on his way for 1. South Africa 6 for 1.
6 for 1 are South Africa. They've lost Hashim Amla. A good delivery from Ashish Nehra, a bit of shape back into the right-hander. In comes Colin Ingram, one of the young guns. 5th 2020 international for him. Decent player, did well domestically to get selected into the South African side. Now pushing for a place in the one-day side for the World Cup. Here's a look at the dismissal of Hashim Amla.
Perfect line of length for this pitch. Back of a length, nice and straight, just shaping back into Amla, and he's done by the lack of bounce. Cleans up the off stump.
For 1.
Oh, it's amazing. I came and watched a couple of the World Cup games that took place here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. To think that there was going to be a game of cricket taking place in just 6 months after it was completed. Wonderful achievement by the ground staff.
After 2 overs, well, India was 17 without loss. South Africa 8 for 1. That's a good look at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Wonderful architecture and a good watching stadium as well inside. Some have bungeed as well from the top there, don't they? There's Munaf Patel. Oh, big shot, very big shot. It's gone right out of the park. 6 runs to Van Wyk.
This is our morning. Van Wyk needs to play nice and straight, looking to hit this ball over mid-on, just dragging it over mid-wicket. Full delivery from Patel first up, and he's timed that superbly. Not big boundaries, but he's cleared them comfortably.
Square this time. Just looked to pull the length back, Munaf Patel. But it was wide enough for Van Wyk to cut it away for 4.
Yeah, Patel tries to adjust his length here. This is the shots we've become more accustomed to seeing Munaf Van Wyk play. He's adjusted how he's going to play them. He's realised the balls are going to bounce lower, and he's put this away beautifully. Square of the wicket, it's gone with pace. His placement was superb.
Beautiful shot, the best of the lot. Pitched up and hit straight back over the bowler's head. He's gone 6-4-4.
Munaf Van Wyk's on fire. He's worked things out now. Playing this one nice and straight. Decent length. He gives it the full blade straight down the ground. Middle of the bat. 14 off 3 deliveries of the over. There's the length comparison. South Africa were a lot fuller. India have worked out if they can bang it in back of a length, they're going to be more successful. Mainly Munaf Patel has to work things out. His 3 deliveries have gone for 14 already. He's under pressure.
Gotta hurry. Does so. They're looking for a second.
Good running by South Africa. Patel's turned to the slow ball on this occasion. Van Wyk 3 boundaries. He's just knocked it into the offside. Good communication. Here we have a look at it. Nice and straight. Communicates early. And they make their ground comfortably.
Just felt he went for the wrong end. So much closer it was. Oh, he was actually, Virat Kohli, to the striker's end, picked up, and he did have one stump to aim at, but he gets rid of that quickly. I reckon he's in with a big shout.
Yeah, Kohli's a very good fielder. We've seen that on countless occasions.
Yeah, a couple of good fielders in this Indian side. Suresh Raina, pretty good as well, and quick across the ground. Yuvraj Singh over the years has got slower, but still got really good hands. Oh, how about that? 23 for 1. Need 146 more. That's a tough ask on this surface.
It is indeed. The ball staying down. We have a look at the last ball, the last over. Lack of bounce. Interesting, Dhoni. I'm certain of it. He was a hockey goalkeeper in his youth. He's got the technique down perfectly.
Perhaps just avoiding using his hands because he heard it. He heard his finger first up, very first over. Just getting some running repairs. The Indian captain Dhoni. Let's go downstairs now to Mike Hazen.
Thanks, guys. Eric Simon's bowling coach alongside me. Eric, you've seen these conditions before in India. What is the bowling plan?
Yeah, Mark, obviously the line's important. You've got to keep it straight in the stumps, and we want to pull it just a little bit back of length, make sure the batsman can't get to the pitch of the ball, which is crucial.
Good shot, very good shot indeed, and that has gone for 6 runs. That's beautifully played. He really is striking the ball nice at the moment, is Van Beek. He's a talented player, we know that. And if it's not going to be online, or perhaps a fraction short, is going to disappear. The lack of bounce is certainly going to favour you guys in the second half of this game.
Yeah, I think it will be more and more difficult as the ball gets older. The lack of bounce, you say, that ball just a little bit short. The problem is, of course, that the square boundaries are the short ones, and if you do get hold of it, it's pretty easy to find them.
Square this time. We saw Pravin Kumar come off the park briefly. He's back on now. What's the story there?
He's just strained his elbow bit in his first over, but he should be fine, just 4 overs. But I don't think it's too much of a problem. It tends to sometimes happen with when he tries the in-swinger, but he should be fine.
Do you guys identify danger players, or do you just go about your own game?
Well, a bit of both. There are danger players on each side, they're match winners, but in this form of the game, anybody's a match winner. The way the guys strike the ball, they're consistent through the entire team. In South Africa, some big hitters all the way through the order. But it's also important that you have a game plan a bowler can stick to and not concentrate too much on your opposition and try and do something that a bowler's not comfortable with. So it's getting that balance right between what a bowler can do and what a batsman doesn't want him to do.
Thanks for your time, Eric.
Thank you.
Just looking to nudge it onto the onside there. Colin Ingram will take some time, no doubt, to get himself away. Generally looks to walk in, stay calm and get himself set before he starts playing the big shots. But the pressure will continue to increase. Required run rate 8.4.
Yeah, I think for Ingram might be worthwhile trying to get onto off stump and try and work it square with the wicket off the front foot.
Mode that was. Didn't quite get a hold of it.
He would say dragged, Pommy. He would say dragged. It might have been a mo to us, but it's a drag. But it's good that it's got Van Beek back on strike. He's been in farm touch here. Once he's worked out the pace and bounce of this wicket, he's been lethal. The last 5 deliveries that he's faced, he's hit 4 boundaries, 2 6s and 2 4s. There you go, strike rate of 176.
Swing and a miss. I tell you what, he might have put his back out swinging at that.
Yeah, he's looking to free it up over the offside, Pommy. Have a look there. Third man is up. Everyone's up in the offside field. They've got mid on and square leg back. That's why that one was a little bit of width on offer. And he thought if he could just get underneath it and clear the infield, that was another boundary. Dhoni backing his bowlers to bowl nice and straight to hit the stumps. That's why he's brought the offside field up. Beautifully picked up there by the helicopter.
Tough work to get the timing going for the batsman. The ball hitting the bottom of the bat. 31 for 1. .31 for 1. South Africa are in pursuit of 169 for victory. India won the toss this afternoon and decided that they would bat first, and bat they did. A decent target they've put up. 168 for 6 with a 50 from Rohit Sharma. Quick fire 41 as well from Suresh Raina, and it's put them in the pound seats. Inside edge, straight back to the keeper.
Yeah, on this occasion, Ingram looking to go over mid-on. Leg cut, a slow ball there by Patel. And once again, Ingram can't find his timing. There's no practice surfaces at the ground here at Moses Mabhida, so try and work out the pace can be difficult. How close did that get to the stumps?
Got him! Looking to slice it through the offside. Finds the short third man, a decent catch as well. Pravin Kumar making absolutely no mistake, and Patel gets a wicket.
Ingram goes for 2. South Africa 31 for 2.
AB de Villiers has walked out to the middle. 33rd match, 590 runs, a strike rate of 122.7 per 100 balls. Best of 79. Is a talented player, AB de Villiers. Can move the game along, but the challenge here is the surface. How well can he play on this one? He'll find it as tough as everybody else has.
Yeah, will he be able to adjust? Ingram didn't manage to adjust on this occasion. Third man inside the circle, looking to cut it square of the wicket. Just offers an easy catch to Kumar, who's back on the field after he went off for an injury.
Good work, really good work. A direct hit might have had Morne van Beek in trouble at the striker's end.
Yeah, that's a difficult one for Van Beek because it's hit nice and straight. He has to go back and make sure the bowler picks it up. He's still in his ground, and then he has to get going. Direct hit would have found him wanting. In fact, he's almost found wanting as it is. Didn't manage to slide the bat in, and only just got his foot down in time. The bat got stuck in the surface. And some of the people in the President's Suite.
150 people sacrifice mine.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot!
That's dragged down by Patel. He's gone for the leg cut, a slow ball on this occasion, and Van Beek's equal to the task. Misdirected. Sits up nicely. Van Beek adjusts the pace of his bat coming down and picks it off. Square of the wicket for a 6. Probably carried it about 58 meters, but that's enough to get a 6.
That's well bowled, but that's well played as well, and it's going to go for 4. He's taking a liking to Munaf Patel, is Morne van Beek. 42 for 2 after 5. Overs have gone. South Africa 42 for 2, not too far behind where India were. They were 49 for 1, and it's thanks to Morne van Beek, who's moved to 33 from 17 balls. Time for a change in voice. Kepler Wessels and Robin Jackman.
Thanks, Pommy. Yeah, this innings has gone sort of up and down, and it's been Van Beek that's kept it like on track for South Africa by hitting some boundaries. Ravichandran Ashwin now. And bowl his off spin.
He's got variation as well. Bowls a delivery that goes the other way, the current ball. Came into the Indian side after IPL 2, I think it was, when he was pretty successful. Plays for Chennai Super Kings. So Morne van Beek has done well in this format over a long period of time.
That's wonderful running. AB de Villiers certainly keeping Morne van Beek on his toes here.
He's very quick for 2 wickets over de Villiers. He was off straight away, so it ended up being a good call, but plenty of other people who have struggled. Morne van Beek struggled a bit to get in as well. That's in the President's Suite. Anil Kapoor, Bollywood actor, here for the concert. With him was Arun Logat from the ICC.
And 4 more. to Van Wyk. It's quite clever cricket this from de Villiers. Just get Van Wyk down there, let him keep going. 37 now from 18.
Excellent strike rate from Morne van Wyk. This is a very good shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Just very good placement.
It'll be a wide. Yeah, no, that's right in the slot. A tiny ground. 20 rows back.
Top innings so far by Morne van Wyk. He's keeping South Africa in it. This is the last over that the fielding restrictions apply as well. So he's trying to capitalise, which he should do. This is an excellent shot, the slog sweep.
Nicely played. So 12 runs from this over already. 13, correction. There's still 2 balls to go.
Good, sensible stuff from Morne van Wyk.
Villiers immediately retakes the strike. How's it, Makaya? That's a great poster. Outside edge, they'll get one. Oh, they'll get more than one. Will it go all the way for 4? Don't think so. A rare 3 run on this ground. 59 for 2. For 2 off 6 overs. India were 57 for 1, so South Africa just nosed in front here from a run point of view. Yuvraj Singh comes on to bowl. He might just be quite difficult to get away on here. He bowls little sliders, little skidders. Interesting to see just how these 2 batsmen go about it.
MS Dhoni will rely on spin a lot. He loves to bowl the spinners in the middle of the innings, and he's got plenty of them. The good thing from South Africa's point of view is that the required run rate has gone under 8 due to the way that Morne van Wyk has gone about his business. He deserves it, Robin, though, because he's done well over a long period of time in domestic cricket. He hasn't always had as many opportunities as some other players have got. Finished very well in the 40-over competition this year as well, where his team won it, and he was instrumental in leading them to the title.
Very well-deserved selection in the absence of Graham Smith.
It's pretty difficult to time the ball on this pitch, particularly if you first come in against a slightly older ball now. The pitch is slow, it's keeping low.
That's a beautiful stroke. Proper cricket stroke.
Well, maybe difficult for normal people to time it properly, but not for de Villiers. This was an excellent stroke. Not easy to play on a surface that doesn't bounce.
Done it again. 4 more.
Back-to-back boundaries, both through extra cover. Superb timing by de Villiers. First one was over extra, this one was going through extra. So he's picking the short boundary. which is sensible cricket.
Just be one. Now, Morley van Wyk is on 48. The fastest 50 by South African in T20 is just 25 balls. 3 of them share that: De Villiers, Bosman and Smith. $69 for 2.
South Africa right in it. Everybody enjoying this game. The atmosphere is terrific. Magnificent stadium. Big concert following the cricket.
Hear the cheers for the Stars. He flew in a couple of days ago. $100 to win from 78 balls. Van Wyk 48 off 23. De Villiers 12 off 8. De Villiers on strike. It's Ashwin to continue.
Ashwin's first over went for 17. It's very expensive.
Van Wyk wants 2 from this ball to be the record holder for the fastest 50 by a South African in T20 cricket. Has he got it? Has he got it? Yes, he has. There you go, the fastest 50 from a South African in 2020 cricket.
Well done, Morley van Wyk, and richly deserved. Very experienced at domestic level. Deserves an opportunity at the top once again. And he's repaid the faith of the selectors. He's proving a good choice in the absence of Graham Smith.
.54 from 24 balls. He was just waiting for the music to die down then, I think. Well bowled.
Was well bowled, the Yorker. This brought up the fastest ever 50 by a South African in this format. The other advantage about Morley van Wyk is he can keep wicket as well, so that gives South Africa another option. That's the way he's done it. Over the leg side. He's been prolific. Favouring the short boundary, which is the right way to go about it at this venue.
79 for 2. Over 40,000 people in the stadium already. I think more will come in a little bit later on. More maybe for the concert than the cricket. Maybe this is something that we'll see more of in the future. A cricket match in the early afternoon and a major concert in the evening.
Well, why not? If you have 2 high-profile teams playing one another in this format, and you get this sort of atmosphere and this sort of attendance, it seems like a winner.
Praveen Kumar, who left the field earlier, looking a bit down, but he's obviously not injured. I think it was his arm that he had a problem with. He's not that strapped.
Slow delivery, no bounce whatsoever. Important now that Morley van Wyk continues for a while, because as we said before, not easy for the new batsman coming in. Required rate 7.6, so while he's there, it makes it easier from a pro tier point of view.
That's a real wide guy. It's an attempt at a slower ball. It was very much a slower ball, but unreachable. That Indian seamers to right-handers. There's only one ball. All those deliveries that would have actually cleared stump height. That gives you an idea of really how difficult it is to time the ball, as Kepler's been saying.
Should be two good running. These two are pretty quick between wickets.
Just looking at what there is to come, Kepler. That partnership's celebrated. Dumini Miller, the two specialist batsmen, if you like. Then the all-rounders, Peterson, Buerta, Parnell, and Taron and Teeny. So all the more reason for Morne van Veek to hang around here for a little bit longer. If not, bat through the innings. Smash that away, and the slowness of the pitch has it going through extra cover.
Normally he's very strong square of the wicket through the offside, but because the surface is so slow, he waited for this one and hit it through extra cover, so it's a superb shot.
The width on that would normally go backward a square, but the pace of it meant it had to go in front of square. It's taken another man out of the leg side and going into a sort of shortish extra cover position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the offside now.
Slow delivery again. Well, Morne van Veek putting his hand up for future selection, particularly in this format, no question of that. Perhaps even in the 50-over format as well, because he's a versatile player.
One extra ball to be bowled for the wide. Who will that extra ball favour? How's that for ultra motion? Isn't that brilliant? Looks like it's just sitting there. Looks like that. Yeah, it does. It looks like a kid's toy. 87 for 2. $87 for 2. India 168 for 6. Sharma 53. Raina 41. Kohli 28, and a quick 28 at that. South Africa 87 for 2. At this stage, South Africa are 9 runs ahead of where India were.
And very much on target, particularly with the way that Morne van Veek is playing. David de Villiers as well, supporting him well. Change of ends for Yuvraj Singh. His first over was expensive, he went for 10.
There's no short side on this ground either. Both sides are short. Just be one, I think. Oh, he's running for the second. That's brilliant. Oh, is it? Direct hit. You just don't know with a direct hit. Without it, de Villiers was in. With it, we'll have to wait and see.
Well, what a throw. Brilliant fielding from the boundary. The relay throw, and he's gone, he's well gone.
Not quite sure whether there was 2 on anyway there. Now we know there wasn't. Wonderful fielding though. De Villiers is gone. He's out for 14, and the third South African wicket falls for 88. JP Duminy, last time out with a bat in his hand competitively, 200 in 203 balls in a Supersport 4-day game for the Cobras, his local team, his franchise team here. But what a good bit of fielding, or quick bit of thinking this was. Not a great arm from Nera, but the rest, Kepler.
Well, it was clever cricket. de Villiers saw Nero was on the boundary. He fancied himself for a second. The relay came in. Raina picked it up, and the direct hit affected the dismissal. So clever cricket by India. So 80 to get off 64. Very much on for South Africa, but Morne van Wyk holds the key.
Big appeal and out. India turn the tables in an over.
Well, this is what can happen on a surface like this. You have to try and play straight. The moment you play across the line, you take a massive risk. JP Duminy trying to work this on the leg side. The ball didn't bounce. So disappointment for him. He's gone without scoring. South Africa 89 for 4.
89 for 4. David Miller now. Now, Morne van Wyk knows what he's got to do. He's got to bat through the innings, Kepler, surely.
He has to. He's done superbly until this point. He's got to take it through, and this is why David Miller's there. That pitched on line. JP Duminy tried to work it 2 square. No problem with that decision whatsoever. Pitched on line, would have gone on to hit the stumps. Middle stump, halfway up.
Absolutely. Just straightened a fraction, didn't it? Just enough. Good decision. Maria Erasmus.
As an umpire, you wish that all LBW decisions were as simple as that.
Careful of this running, careful of this running. It's the end of the over, 91 for 4, 10 gone. Uh, 78 more to win. 60 deliveries, so it's very much on. It's just perhaps a wicket or 2 too many. .91 for 4, halfway stage, and welcome back to the commentary box. H.D. Ackerman with Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Robin. So still plenty of cricket to be played here. 10 overs to go. This match nicely balanced at this stage. 78 needed for South Africa from 60. That's a required rate for just under 8 runs and over.
MS Dhoni, he needed those 2 wickets badly. He's got them. Morne van Wyk The man who got a chance. He got a chance when the captain, Graham Smith, pulled out through injury. And Morne van Wyk holding the South African innings together. He's going to have to bat deep to get them close.
67 from 37. It's been a brilliant innings so far. 5 sixes, 5 boundaries, stroke-filled innings. Very important that you keep the momentum going and you get a boundary every over at least, because otherwise it's amazing how the pressure can build and the required run rate can go through the roof.
Yeah, that run rate climbs very quickly with so few overs left in the match now. Not too late for him, Ravi, maybe to get a buyer. He's played really well.
Never know. An innings like this could make a difference. Really is a big crowd now here. Flicked away in the air, straight down the throat of square leg. Nera makes no mistake. And this is a big blow for South Africa. The well set, Van Wyk has to depart. And half the side gone now.
Morne van Wyk caught an error ball, Kumar for 67. South Africa in trouble, 93 for 5.
So 93 for 5, 76 more needed. India pulling things back with 3 wickets in quick succession as the captain comes out to the middle, Johan Botha.
And the reason why he's at the crease, C-map delivery from Kumar. Little flick over deep square leg. There's no fine leg in place and he picks out the only fieldsman behind square on the leg side.
And off the mark straight away with a boundary. Knew exactly where the field was. Just walking across the stumps and paddling it round the corner.
Inventor from Johan Botha. Needs to get off to a good start. South Africa needed to play a captain's innings. It begins in the perfect way. Brave down on one knee. Captain MS Dhoni not making a change. He is now. There is going to be a short fine leg coming into place.
So last ball of this over. Change of pace. 11 gone, it's 98 for 5. So 98 for 5. 71 more runs needed from 54. And all the makings of a game. HD that can go all the way down to the wire.
He can. South Africa with 2 match winners at the crease still. And this is the entertainment. Shah Rukh Khan and President Jacob Zuma. You can hear the applause from the crowd. They've seen someone that they've come here to watch. Let's go downstairs to hear what Mike Hasman has to say on the boundary.
Thanks, guys. AB's with me. 3 wickets in the space of 5 runs. You didn't need that, AB.
Not at all, AZ, no. Yeah, the state of this game right now, we can't afford to lose any more, but in the same breath, you've got to stay out of the right. So, yeah, 3 wickets and 5 runs. It started off with a run out. You never need a run out in a one-day or test match, or 2020 for that matter. But, yeah, that's the situation we're facing right now, and we got to play it.
This game, this format changes so quickly, but Mornay played superbly.
Unbelievable knock on the stick. Really didn't play that easy. He made it look extremely easy, timing the ball to the boundary. I was standing at the other end wondering how he's doing that. But yeah, a really spectacular knock. I felt good myself. Unfortunately, it was run out on 14, I think.
What about when that rate required starts climbing up? What's the mindset of a batsman in the middle?
Well, first of all, you've got to stay ahead of the right. You have to. You can't afford to go to get down and to lose track of the right. You have to stay ahead of the right, but with calculated risk. Because obviously we're 5 down at the moment. We can't afford to lose too many more, so you've got to stay as close as possible to that required rate and without losing wickets. So it's one of those things that not easy.
AB, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, AZ.
So 99 for 5. Yuvraj doing a good job. And ends another good over. Chance of a run out. Third umpire called for as the dive saved Botha here.
David Miller's quick, but is he quick enough? The dive's in. They're going to have another look at this. We're not sure if the bat's raised. Safe. I think he's safe. Johan Klutti, the third umpire. He'll have a job, but not must be the call. 100 for 5, South Africa.
So the 5 bowlers used. See, Yuvraj doing a good job there. 3 overs for just 16. The context of the game and the when you see the way Van Wyk played, I think he's done a good job. Now Yusuf Pathan. And this is where Dhoni has a lot of options. He's got Yusuf Pathan. He can bring Raina into the attack. There's Rohit Sharma. All similar kind of bowlers. They'll take the pace off the ball.
That's the critical thing, taking the pace off the ball. Not a lot of pace in the pitch. The bounce quite low, makes it tough for scoring. India on top at the moment, but there's 1 or 2 tricks still left. South Africa's hat. That's one of them. David Miller, powerful hit of the ball, hits the ball straight very well.
Short ball gets the treatment. That's put away into the crowd. Much needed for South Africa.
He's a strong young man, is David Miller. He's become renowned as a powerful hitter and a good finisher of a cricket game. This one's short, he stays down well and middles it over mid-wicket for 6. The required rate now drops below the original rate. The original one 8.4, now at 8.3.
That's close. The figure has gone up. That looked out. Normandy missed it. And another wicket goes down just when South Africa don't need it.
David Miller, LBW Patan for 10. South Africa now 108 for 6.
.61 more runs to win.
Robin Peterson, the new batsman. Yeah, few matches to his name in International 2020. Has opened the innings before in one-day cricket. This is the reason why he's at the crease. Nice and straight from Patan, keeps a little low. Miller trying to hit it through mid-wicket. Be interesting to see what Hawkeye has to say.
Just kissing leg stump. So this match really in the balance now. 109 for 6. So 109 for 6, still to come Parnell, Theron and Tini, so not much batting there. Really need a partnership for about 4 or 5 overs where they don't lose the wicket and keep up with the run rate. At the moment India will feel they pull things back and might just have the upper hand.
South Africa were well in control while Van Wyk was at the crease with A.B. de Villiers. And then a wonderful bit of fielding. Combination of Rayner and Nera. And now the game has sort of flowed its way back into India's favour as we watch Yuvraj Singh go past the outside edge of Peterson.
No.
13.3 overs bowled. So every dot ball now is ensuring that the required run rate goes up. And gets that away. Couple of runs taken. But really at this stage you need a boundary every over. It's virtually a must.
Well, there's no doubt Puerto will look to score every ball and he'll be inventive. See, they're prepared to reverse sweep.
Coming to an end of a very good spell, Yuvraj. Has conceded 20 runs and last ball of a spell. Can he finish it off on a good note? It's 113 for 6.
Buddha and Peterson together at the crease. They played together domestically for the Warriors, so they'll know each other's games pretty well.
So 113 for 6, 56 more needed from 36. After 14 overs, India
just one run ahead, but they had 6 wickets in hand, and that could make a difference. Yusuf Pathan will continue.
Well, it's the one sport they haven't played here yet. That's rugby.
That's a good hit. A very good hit. And that's come right out of the screws.
Johan Boeta, a captain that likes to lead from the front. It's right in the hitting area from Pathan. Boeta down on one knee. The sweep slog. Maximum. South Africa needed it. The run rate had started to climb beyond the 9. It's now back underneath.
Yes, that's why a boundary or 6 every over will take the pressure off. Target for South Africa, 169. Just feel the pressure building up now. And really fabulous entertainment for this crowd. They would have wanted a tight contest. They've got that. It's a great day out here today. We have the Standard Bank Cup 2020 and then the concert. In the air taken. 10 dismissal. Was looking to go inside out over extra cover. Didn't quite get the elevation right.
Well, it is soft dismissal from Robin Peterson. He just needed to follow through with a stroke. He's out for 2. South Africa 120 for 7.
So 120 for 7. Still 49 needed from 32. Wayne Parnell comes out to the middle. And really, South Africa needs someone to stay with Botha at this stage. They're losing wickets far too quickly.
Well, I think that's the key now, is for Wayne Parnell to try and knock the ball around. The captain looks in good form. He's at the crease because of the dismissal of Robin Peterson. He just tried to knock it over short extra cover's head. Probably have been better off following through. A simple catch.
Very important now that Botha takes as much of the strike as possible. He's got to farm the strike. Doesn't get that away. 15 overs bowled. It's 121 for 7. To go, and South Africa have got some work to do. 121 for 7, and to take you to the end of the game, Kwame Mbangwa, and with him Kepler Wessels.
Thank you, Rafi. Ravi Chandran Ashwin into the attack. The ball is off spinners. Decent at the death. BMT kind of bowler. You know a bit about him, Kepler?
I do. He's with Chennai. Started there the first year I was with him in the IPL. Didn't play much then, but has come on in leaps and bounds since then. He had an expensive start tonight. His first couple of overs. Morno from back really got after him. But he bowls that other delivery. What do they call it? The carom ball.
Yeah, correct. He's pretty good with his control of length and line. And when situations are difficult, he doesn't mind having a go. Also, an advantage for him that he's a tall bowler, tall off spinner. And when he needs to get it in the block hole, it comes from a dizzy height, so to speak. .122 for 7. Tough, really tough for South Africa. The required run rate creeping up to 10.5 from here on in. 46 from 26 balls.
Important innings for Wayne Parnell as well. He bowled well earlier this afternoon, so he's knocking on the door for World Cup selection. So every contribution he can make now with either bat or ball will help him. He does balance the South African side up pretty well when he's playing well. He played 1 or 2 good innings in February in India. Nearly won South Africa that first ODI.
Single. Should get in comfortably. 125 for 7. At the same stage, India were 11 runs ahead, but the issue is that they were 5 down and they've got a long batting order. South Africa 7 down already, so a tough ask to try and get to 169 from here. They'll be going hard at it.
I need a big over soon. You want to target the short boundary, but it's difficult to hit across the line on the surface as the match progressed. The ball's not coming onto the bat, it's keeping low as well. So it's definitely an idea to try and hit it straight if you can.
So ideal as a bowler when you get a surface like this. It's missing the stumps. See, trying to go square again there, because thinks perhaps it's slightly short and he can try and get onto it, get under it and get it over that 55-meter boundary. But as the bowler, you bowl straight, you want the batsman to go across. And if he does and misses, well, you're in business.
2 dot balls with their weight in gold. The run rate up to just over 12. Required run rate now. MS Dhoni loves using the spinners. He's got plenty of them at his disposal.
There's a man there, has found him. Straight to the man on the fence at the mid-wicket boundary. Yeah, is it just preference, gut feel from a captain that he decides more often than not to go spinners at the death rather than seamers?
Well, under these sort of conditions, he does it all the time, and he will during the World Cup as well in India, where we will see similar conditions. He uses spinners all the time.
Jan Botha looking for the big hit, but unable to get it away. Timing very, very difficult to find on this surface.
So if you want to beat India in either the T20 format or the 50-over format, you have to play the spin as well. You've got to select players in the middle of the order that play spin well.
Oh, inside edge, and it's missed the stumps. Not going to get all the way to the boundary. They'll be back for a couple, and now a third after the slip. That helps. It helps South Africa. So 6 off that one. There's the edge. And there's the slip. 131 for 7.
There you go.
38 more to win for South Africa, and they've got 18 balls. Just 3 wickets standing. Johan Botha, who's on 20 from 17 balls, is the key here. He's the skipper of the side. Here's Ashish Nehra to Parnell. Good shot. What a good shot. It was a full toss, and he got it through the covers for 4. Much needed boundary for South Africa.
Good strike by Wayne Parnell. It was a full toss. Ashish Nehra missing his length. Good use of the feet by Parnell. So good put away.
Let's go down now to Mike Hazen.
Thanks, guys. Santakumran Srisanth is alongside me. Sri bowling the death. Just tell us how tough that is.
It is tough. It's a great challenge, actually, especially with T20s around. I think every batsman making room and trying to hit you. I think it's more of a challenge between the batsman's mind and the bowler's mind. So you just got to keep mixing it up. Especially Yorkers works just like the last ball. So yeah, bowling in death is obviously it's a great challenge.
So you guys seem to be in control at the moment, but we know anything can happen in this format.
In T20, you can never say till the last ball. So it's better off you wait, and I'm sure the way it is going, I think we have pulled it back. So the way it's going, I think it's looking good. Hopefully we should get one more wicket here.
Okay, now I heard some stories. You can fill us in about quite a bit of dancing that was going on stage last night at the function. You're on stage 3, dancing along.
Sharmak Dawar. I used to be a fan of his, and still is. And there was Makai and Tini and Parnell there. Parnell making some moves, and even Bajjipa and even Yuvipa. So it was fun. It was fun being there, and it was the president dancing there. So I couldn't help myself. So it was more of a stage, and I had lots of fun yesterday.
That's great, and a big concert tonight as well.
Absolutely, waiting for it. Hopefully after the victory, it will be fun to be there.
Okay, Sri, thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nudge to mid-off and a single taken. 7 off the over so far. That big one, it's going to have to be the next one.
A couple of big shots needed. Boundaries is what Wayne Parnell will be looking for, and Johan Botha. Ashish Nehra varies his pace well at the death. He's got a good slow delivery. Under different circumstances, he bowls quite a good bouncer as well, but he's going to struggle to get it up on this surface.
Break is back. It's a low, slow one. Got a hand clapping from the crowd. That's a look at the Krishna Kadush Trophy. Just a one-off T20 International. Big celebration it is, this. Today played here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in commemoration of 150 years since the first Indians came to South Africa. Not got it in the gap, got to hurry. A direct hit's going to be close. I reckon he's made it. I reckon it might have made it. I'll go upstairs, we'll get confirmation. He's shaking his head, Suresh Raina.
He's quick between wickets, Johan Botha. Suresh Raina is a very good fielder as well. The direct hit was an excellent throw, but Johan Botha just home in time.
So there's the confirmation, not out, Johan Botha. Good piece of fielding. He's already run somebody out today. This was a big partnership that was broken as well between Morne van Beek and AB de Villiers. Should be one to end the over. 140 for 7. That partnership of Van Beek and de Villiers was 57 from 29, and when that was broken, then the slide began, and then Botha and Miller, Botha and Peterson trying to resurrect the innings, not quite succeeding. Now 20 from 20 between Botha and Parnell. Just a couple of overs to go, 29 runs to get. It's going to have to be a big one, this. Wide. Fair start if you're South Africa. You're happy with that extra run and the extra delivery.
Hasn't been Ashwin's best day. He's been expensive, 32 off just 3 overs.
Oh, dot balls. You don't want any of them if you're the chasing team. If you're India, very happy to get a dot ball. Make that 2.
Clever bowling, good change of pace. Previous delivery took the pace right off the ball. This was a quicker one.
Gone for the big shot. It's up in the air, straight to the man. And Wayne Parnell departs. Finally, some joy for Ashwin. He gets a wicket.
That's the wicket that India needed. It's going to be very difficult for South Africa from here on in. Wayne Parnell tried hard, but the connection wasn't good. He's gone for 14. South Africa 1 for 1 for 8.
141 for 8 of South Africa. Rusty Theron walks to the middle. South Africa needing 28 from just 9 balls. It's Jan Botha though who's on strike. Well bowled, very well bowled. Right up in the block hole and just one.
Well, he struggled early, Ashwin, but this has been an excellent over. Wayne Parnell looking to sweep that over square leg. Just didn't middle it. So he gets his wicket and he gets it at an important time.
Oh, what an over this is. A wicket. It started with a wide and there's only been 2 runs, so 1 other run. And that was the previous ball. Straight to the man. What an over. Just 2 from it. 142 for 8.
Brilliant over by Ashwin. Exactly what India was looking for. Gayantini at his last day for South Africa on the international stage. What a career he's had. Terrific send-off for him. We've all enjoyed watching him play. He'd enjoyed every minute of playing for South Africa, and he's done a great job.
"27 from 6 balls. Well, some have to disappear, that's for sure. Here's Ashish Nehra. Going to be pushing for 2, have to come back. Oh, went for the wrong hand. Oh no, is he going to run? Can he run? He's got to stay on strike.
Well, this time the relay throw didn't work. It worked brilliantly earlier on when AB de Villiers was run out. But a bit of a wild throw coming in, which means extra runs for South Africa, but not enough. South Africa need plenty more. A bit of a wild relay throw there by Colby. Dhoni couldn't gather.
There's the apology. However anxious he was. Overzealous, you'd say, to get the wicket. That's a good strike. There's a man there, taken. That's a good catch. It was a good flat hit. And Rohit Sharma made absolutely no mistake. And it is Johan Botha who leaves the park now. And South Africa 9 down. It's Makayantini who walks to the middle in his final match. So Botha gone for 25. It's 144 for 9. In the match, Makayantini has walked out to the middle. He's laughing as usual. The final time that he'll grace the field. And Johan Botha trying to clear the field.
It was a clean hit, just didn't get underneath it enough. Ashish Nero's had a good day. He's picked up a couple of wickets for just 20.
Dot ball, that's a really good Yorker. Just outside the off stump and always going across.
Excellent delivery. Good basic T20 discipline. Bowling full and straight at the death.
Inside edge. Just one.
So India's got this wrapped up, so we're looking forward to now the one-day series, and after that the all-important World Cup. Last opportunity for South Africa and for India during the 5 one-day matches coming up to just cement the combinations that they're going to use during the World Cup. So it's all to play for.
Firmly struck. And the game is done. India win by 21 runs. And they will lift the Krish Makadush trophy. Makayantini bids farewell to South African cricket, certainly from a playing perspective. He'll get handshakes all round from his opponents for the day, who are India. And it will be appreciated, no doubt. There will be huge applause, as there was when he'd finished his spell of bowling. A respected man in the game. He's done a lot in South African cricket and is certainly an icon in society here in South Africa.
Suresh Rana with Makayantini, they know each other pretty well. Makayantini was with the Chennai Super Kings. So it's been a terrific day all round. India just too good on the day. They played well, they deserved their win, but a fantastic send-off for Makayantini.
Yeah, brilliantly done. 101 test matches, 390 wickets. India win this Standard Bank Pro 20 International by 21 runs. Yeah, it's a fantastic stadium, that, and more than 40,000 gathered here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium to say farewell to Makayantini and to witness his first cricket match played at a football stadium. Handshakes between the teams as they thank each other for the game. Makayantini off on a final lap to say goodbye to the fans.
Lap of honour for Makayantini, and a well-deserved one. Served South African cricket for many years and served South African cricket well. Always gave 100%. Hardly ever injured, always in excellent physical condition, and his record speaks for itself.
Yeah, well loved as well around the country, certainly in South Africa, a favourite of all the crowds. And I think it was a couple of years ago where he was the most popular sportsman in South Africa across all the sports when a poll was done. Always happy to give autographs, always happy to smile and greet everybody who was around him. Next phase now.
Well, this is it. Sadly, it ends for everybody. Sometimes when you're playing, you think it doesn't and it'll never happen, but it does. And then you got to deal with life after cricket, which I'm sure he'll have no problem in doing. A very emotional Makhaya Ntini saying goodbye to so many people who enjoyed watching him play and who's come to love one of the heroes of South African sport. It's been a great day all round. Cricket South Africa will be delighted with the way things went. I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of these days at this fantastic stadium.
Well, let's hope so. The pitch, a good effort you'd say under the circumstances. One game prior to this played on here, and always difficult to try and get it right, or to ensure that you get it right, to get a surface that's going to be conducive to good cricket with just one game played on it, no time to bed it in and so forth. Takes so long to ensure that wickets are good as far as the surfaces are concerned, but around the surrounds, I should say, everything else absolutely fantastic. And in the end, the contest, you'd say today, won by the better team, who managed to adjust to conditions and put on a decent target on the board, a defendable one.
Conditions suited India. I see similar conditions sometimes at home, particularly at a venue like Delhi, so they adjusted well, they played well, and they deserved their win. They did the basics pretty well today. They looked sharp, so I think we're set for a very good one-day series. We're also set, as we said, for an excellent World Cup. India and South Africa both have a chance of winning that coveted trophy. India, of course, at home, they'll have to play under the pressure at home, and South Africa, as always, right in the fourth run of the battle.
Just to look back then at how South Africa went in their batting. Morne van Wyk, head and shoulders above everybody else. He struggled to try to cut the first one, and it rather didn't bounce, and he had to change things up and play a different way. He changed very well, 67 from 39. Good partnership of 50 between himself and A.B. de Villiers, who got 14 and got run out. But then from there, just Johan Botta with 25 of 22 to get a score of some substance.
The bowling was excellent. India will be delighted with the way their bowlers went. They all bowled pretty well. They made life difficult for South Africa. They changed it up well, and they had an excellent day with the ball. So that'll give them a lot of confidence going into the one-day series. They'll encounter very different conditions, of course, but on the whole, a very good bowling effort.
A look then at the match summary, and just to remind you that Mahendra Singh Dhoni called correctly at the toss, and he decided that India would bat first. A good decision, and his batsman didn't let him down. Rohit Sharma leading, getting 53, and India getting to 168 for 6. South Africa 147 for 9. Well, that's a view of the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Game done. Just one more thing left to go. The presentation before the concert. We'll see you in a bit.